Oh. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired, you will never know.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Ready?
Throwing on first down is Murray. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. George Kittle, his fourth touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Now a hit and a loose football. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always...
And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle! Ezekiel Elliott, his third touchdown now on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. CD, look at this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you've got to get together. You've got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Here's Haskins. And some room to work. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray will find Royce Freeman, the running back. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And some room to maneuver. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, 49ers. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 1st down, Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
36 to Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Murray, he finds Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Murray now. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Niners' 19-yard line.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, here we go.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott on on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And an alley to run. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Haskins on 1st down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Montez Sweat. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And this one's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And so Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Davis now, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Raekwon McMillan able to run him down for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Second down, Haskins. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. Here's Haskins to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Elliott. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Seahawks 41, 49ers 13.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A 1st down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Here's Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Come on now, let's go.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can...
It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. It's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Haskins going to throw again. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 2nd and 12, Murray escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Gets it off to Freeman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Crouch. Shift. Watch the shift.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. A dump off to Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the others. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
From midfield now, Haskins. Going up top. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Carl Joseph. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray, that one complete to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
36 to Mike. Go, go, go. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Rashawn Gary. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a play fake here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He'll buy some time right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the 49ers electing to lead the offense out there and go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .31 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 5th, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One final shot for Haskins. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Seahawks, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixed.